Hello and welcome to Mountain Patriot Homestead. As you can see, we are in the kitchen, but I am not wearing an apron, but we are going to be putting together a recipe. So come right back and let's talk about it. Alright, in today's video, we are making a recipe, and we're only going to be doing about this much cooking, so I'm not even bothering with an apron, and we're going to be making something a little different. We're going to be making some refrigerator pickles. Now, we're not going to be pickling any of these, and we're not going to be pickling even any of these. But what we are going to be pickling are green beans. Yes, we're going to be pickling beans. Some people call them dilly beans. Whatever you call them, they're delicious. If you like pickles, I believe that you would like pickled beans. Now, when I was a little girl, we didn't have a big freezer, and we had to have alternative ways to put by food. And Mama canned a lot. She made a lot of canned pickles, including canned pickled beans. However, we are not going to be canning any here today. We're just going to be making a refrigerator version that I think you're going to find simple enough that you can't help but try. So let's get started with it. So for our pickled beans or dilly beans, whichever way you prefer to call them, I have assembled the basic ingredients. Now, if you have some other preference of flavors, maybe some different peppers or something else that you would like to put into yours, you are most welcome to do so. Again, every time I tell you, it is your kitchen, your rules, you do it the way you want to do it. But the way I'm doing it today is for our pickled beans, I have an equal amount of water to vinegar. Now, this is just white vinegar that I'm using, a 5% distilled white vinegar, and I've got 1 cup of that to 1 cup of filtered water. And to that, I am going to be adding some very simple ingredients. Now, this is about 3/4 of a teaspoon of canning salt, not table salt, but canning salt. If you use table salt, there's some fillers that they put into your regular table salt that will leave your canning, and I know we're not canning today, but if you're doing any type of recipe like this that is canning related, it can leave your jar looking muddled, the ingredients looking cloudy. So that's why I use canning salt. That's about 3/4 of a teaspoon. I've got about the equal amount of red pepper flakes. Now, if you don't like heat, you can leave that out. You don't have to use this much if you don't want to, or if you like it really hot, use more. You could also throw in some fresh peppers into this. I went out, speaking of fresh, and went and picked some dill out of the garden. This is probably a little over a tablespoon of chopped fresh dill. And by chopped, I mean I pulled it off the stem. I have not actually chopped it, but this is just fresh dill. It smells wonderful. And here I have some fresh garlic, some very small cloves that I didn't have much use for anywhere else because these didn't make very large. But I've got some here that I'm going to put into the pot as I heat up these ingredients. And then I've got one that I'm going to drop into the jar with this head of dill. Now, those two things are completely optional. Again, if you want to drop in peppers or anything like that, you're welcome to do so. It's however you prefer to make it. So let's get this into the pot. So there I have put my vinegar and water just into my pot. Into that, I'm going to add my dill, salt, red pepper flakes, and garlic. Get all of that out of there and into that pot. Now what I'm trying to do here is just to bring this up to boiling. That's all I want to do. I'm not going to be cooking anything. I'm just wanting to bring it up to boiling, let that salt dissolve into this, let the flavors start to meld together, and once that reaches a boil, I'm going to turn it off. So let's watch this pot boil. And while our brine is heating up, I have gotten my sterilized quart jar out. You can use pint jars, whatever you prefer you use. I'm using a quart jar, and in the bottom of that, I am just going to put this head of dill. You don't have to do this. I think it kind of makes it look pretty. And it's going to enhance the flavor. So I'm putting that head of dill, and I'm putting that extra little bit of garlic in there because, you know, every little bit of flavor, we like flavor around here. And then to this, I'm just going to put in my green beans. Now, if I had more green beans, I would be packing these more carefully, but this is going to be kind of a loose pack because I really don't have a lot of green beans in here. I put most of them up earlier today in non-pickled form, but with this, I am just sticking these, and that dill down at the bottom is kind of taking up some of the room. That is a good thing. Just getting this all in here. Now, if I were canning this, if I were actually going to be doing some water bath canning of pickles with these pickled beans, I would be way more mindful of head space, but I'm not that worried about it because this is refrigerator pickles and not canned pickles. Just see how pretty that is on the bottom. So it looks like our brine is boiling, and let's get that put in here. So see, we just brought it up to a boil. I can smell the aroma of all of those flavors mixing together in there. And we're just going to put it right here into our jar carefully. Don't want anybody getting burnt. Out of the way. I'm just going to kind of push those down in there. Now, if I would have had more beans packed in there, that would have been plenty of brine. But because I did not have as many beans packed in there as I could have fit, the beans are sticking up just a little bit, but that's okay because I'm just going to kind of press them down a little bit, and they'll be soaking up that brine as the days go by. Now, how long do you leave this in the refrigerator? Well, you can leave it in there a few days and it's going to start tasting like pickles. Kind of like a couple of weeks. I like mine really dilly. I like pickles. And so I am going to leave mine in there a little longer. And during that time, I'll check on them and I'll push down, trying to get more and more of them under that brine. But they're going to be soaking up that brine because the tips of these had been broken off. And so they're going to be soaking up the brine. as we go. All right, so I couldn't stand it. I had to come in here and add some water and vinegar, equal amounts of water and vinegar, just to fill up that little bit of a space that I didn't quite have enough brine for. That's all I done, is add a little water, little vinegar. But I want to show you, look at all the spices and stuff here on the bottom. Now what I like to do is, while it's in the refrigerator, I've got a good lid on it. This lid is, and make sure it's tight, this lid is only good for if you got shelf stable stuff, if you're storing flour or something like that in these jars. These lids are great. But it's also good if you're storing things in the refrigerator. You can use this kind of lid. Do not try to can with this kind of lid. I'm sure you won't, but I have to say that because if somebody does, and then they come back on me, well, you said, no, these are not for canning. But for these refrigerator pickles, this little plastic jar lid is perfect. No BPA, all of that sort of thing. And what I like to do is, as you see, this stuff settles in the bottom. Make sure that lid's on there super tight. And about once a day, I'll come by and I'll flip it and watch. Can you see how that stuff, I mean, you can kind of do that if you want to. See how that stuff settles and gets all into those beans, because you want those beans to soak up as much of that flavor as they can. See, that's kind of pretty. So, I guess it depends on how much patience I have. You can wait a few days and try this, or you could wait a few weeks and try them. However potent you like your beans, your pickled beans, is, it's purely up to you, because some people don't like them as pickly. Well, I do, and so I'll probably leave them in there 2 or 3 weeks before I eat them. Now, how do you eat them? You don't have to cook them. You eat them just like a pickle. You pull them out, you eat them. You can put them on a sandwich, you can put them in a salad, you can put them on your charcuterie board. However you normally use a pickle, you can use these green beans. I like them just straight out of the jar. But give it a try and let me know if you do. If you've eaten pickled beans before, let me know. If you make them regularly and you have a different method, please let us know down in the comments. And if you would be interested in seeing how I make homemade sauerkraut, let me know down in the comments. If you're not a member of this channel, here's a plug, shameless plug. If you're not a subscriber, if you will go down there and click that little bell and click all notifications, that way you'll get notified when I make another video. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and please, you are always welcome to comment. If you've got questions, don't mean I'll know the answer, but I bet I can make up something. I hope y'all come back again real soon. I love y'all. Mountain Patriot Homestead, signing out.